this two-run home run. We've played 3 full. It's now 7-0.
My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in.
Here's Colton Wong now as we begin the top of the 4th.
The second baseman, Colton.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch.
Drag 2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Four foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. In is Christian Yelich. In 13 at-bats so far in the series, he's collected 3 base hits. And now the first pitch.
That's the ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and there were 2 down. That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
2-0's the count.
50th pitch of the game on its way.
That's the ball down.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping up is Travis Shaw, man at first after the 2-out walk. Pause, now the pitch. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
In now, Tyrone Taylor. 0-1 the count. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. On the ground softly towards second. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Brewers forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Philadelphia leads this one 7-1. Now at the plate here is JT Realmuto. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
1-0.
Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
So with your pitcher do it next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Stepping in now, Aaron Nola. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And it's fouled away. Real Muto stands at second with no outs. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Willie Castro. And he popped him up. Lopes into shallow left. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next, it'll be Gene Story, grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a ground ball to third. Over to first, and that retires the side. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Jacob Nottingham.
The catcher, Jacob Nottingham.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1. This one's down to third. Baez fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. At the plate now is Tim Lopes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1-2.
Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Right side, reined in, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out. Travis Jankowski gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Now here's the first offering. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Corey Dickerson is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swinging on 3-0, now 3 balls and a strike. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Popped up, Lindor waits on it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down 7-1. Freddie Peralta gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in will be Francisco Lindor. His prior history versus this arm. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. First pitch on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. His 2nd of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Here's Bryce Harper now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next to dig in, Kyle Schwarber. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball and gone up into the second deck. So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. 8th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Corey Knebel gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Number 44.
To the plate now, Rowdy Tellez, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel, he's 0 for 4. No outs, nobody on. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. He loses him on ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So next to hit is JT Realmuto. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1.
1-0.
Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And there's out number 2. Next to stand in is Aaron Nola. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on the way. Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Philadelphia is on top 10-1. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
The pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
And here's Christian Yelich now. Liner in there for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and ShowTrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
At the plate, Ryan Mountcastle. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
And now in the box, Travis Shaw. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
The 0-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
The runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Another one sent foul.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1, and he is in there.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
So now to the plate, Tyrone Taylor. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Tellez trying to get there, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1
Yelich at second with 2 down. All even now, 2-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
Into the box now, Jacob Nottingham, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1-0 delivery. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Phillies on top 10-3. Digging in, the switch hitter, Willie Castro. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Willie Castro.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Into the box, Gene Story, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Dickerson going back. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Is this a live baseball game, or are they taking batting practice right now? Somebody help me out.
This is one of those, D-Row, where they say, hey, it's a good weather for a snowman, right? That 8 spot looks like it's snowman in his scorebook. 8 bombs so far in this game alone. Crazy.
No balls and 1 strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. And it's 1-1. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's done well, 7 for 12. He's taken him deep once. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And that swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's 1 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Bryce Harper steps in once more as we look back at the big game he's already had. He got off to a fast start with 2 homers in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-0 on the way. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it misses. 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Going back to that last at-bat, that's not an easy thing to do, to pull a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate and keep it.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Taylor is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. On to first, a double play.